How do you consolidate shipments from multiple suppliers in China? If you're buying from multiple suppliers in China or from platforms like Ababa and 1688, there's a high chance you're overpaying for shipping, and you may not even realize it. In this video, I'll show you how to consolidate shipments properly, based on real cases and what experienced importers actually do. First, we need to understand one thing: who can actually help you consolidate shipments? Option 1, let one supplier handle consolidation. The first option is simple. You can ask one supplier to receive goods from the others and load everything into one container. This works if you trust that supplier. Your order is large enough for a full container. But the downside is no professional warehouse, limited coordination, no proper inspection, no structured process, so this method is usually only suitable when you're working with a small number of suppliers. Option 2, use a freight forwarder. The second option is to use a freight forwarder. Most forwarders can collect goods at their warehouse, consolidate shipments, handle international shipping. In fact, many people recommend this approach. But here's something important. Freight forwarders are good at moving cargo, not managing your supply chain. Common issues include some forwarders don't actually provide detailed consolidation services because it's not their core focus. Forwarders that do offer consolidation often charge higher prices. Small parcels are easy to collect but also easy to lose. A tip: a mid-sized forwarder usually gives better attention to detail. Option 3, use a dedicated consolidation company. The third option is to work with a consolidation-focused company. They specialize in receiving goods from multiple suppliers, do quality control if needed, preparing customs documents, organizing packing lists. This approach is more flexible and structured. After consolidating all the goods, they can ship directly to you or ship to your designated freight forwarder. A typical example of this type of company is Quacken, who is also experienced in handling sample consolidation, as well as collecting packages from e-commerce platforms like Taobao and other similar sources. The most important part, where people get it wrong. This is where many people make mistakes. The biggest cost is not the ocean freight, it's the local charges. Every supplier delivery may include handling fees, documentation fees, pallet fees. If you have 5 or 7 suppliers, these costs can add up very quickly. Also, timing matters. Suppliers don't ship at the same time, so if you don't plan properly, you may end up paying extra storage fees. Tip: storage time needs to be negotiated in advance. What should you do before consolidation? Before you start consolidation, there's one important step. You should send your product list to your consolidation agent. They can help you estimate total costs, suggest shipping methods, air versus sea. In general, air freight prices fluctuate more. Sea freight is more stable. A good consolidation agent should be able to give you a reliable estimate, and in most cases, the final cost won't differ too much. Unless something changes, such as special packaging requirements or unexpected issues. Advanced solution for more complex supply chains. Now, if your supply chain is more complex, for example, product sourcing, multiple suppliers, quality concerns, different timelines, then consolidation alone is not enough. You need someone who can coordinate suppliers, check product quality, manage the entire process. That's where sourcing plus consolidation services come in. For example, companies like Supplier can help you source products from different suppliers, handle quality control, and consolidate shipments. Who acts as the exporter in shipment consolidation? Before asking someone to act as the shipper, your goods must be fully compliant and legally declared. Under this condition, there are several options you can negotiate. 1. The consolidation company, most common. In most cases, the consolidation agent acts as the exporter. They use their own company name to handle customs clearance and ship all goods together. This is the simplest and most widely used approach, especially when working with multiple suppliers. 2. The freight forwarder. Some freight forwarders can also act as the exporter using their own export license. However, not all forwarders are willing to take on this responsibility, and the cost may be higher. 3. One of your suppliers. Another option is to use one supplier as the exporter and have other suppliers send their goods to that factory. This works best for full container shipments, FCL, with a small number of suppliers, but it requires strong coordination and trust. 4. Your own company. If you have a registered company in China with export rights, you can act as the exporter yourself. This gives you full control, but the process is more complex and less common for overseas buyers. Key insight: the exporter listed on the shipment does not have to be the actual manufacturer. When consolidating goods from multiple suppliers, it is common to use a single party as the exporter to simplify the process. Closing, CTA. If you're working with multiple suppliers and not sure which setup fits your situation, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to take a look at your order and give you some practical suggestions. If you're sourcing from Ababa, 1688, or multiple factories, this approach can help you save costs and simplify your logistics.